Okay, grade 5. I have 15 of you. Let's wait maybe one more minute for more to join. Okay, guys, you should be able to see my screen now. So, sorry. We're moving on to one of our literary terms. Today we're going to talk about sequence. Who knows what sequence is? What does sequence mean in a story? Can you guys hear me? Who knows what sequence is? Yes, Isa?
Like when you write a story, you have order.
Excellent. Very good. All right. What is our order? Our order is always 3 things. We write first, we have
Time order.
all right. We use time order words. We have a beginning, a middle, and an end. This is the sequence that it follows, right? So can you read for me, Isa?
The sequence is an order in which plot events happen in a story.
All right.
The sequence of events includes the most important events at the beginning, middle, and end. Sequence also includes when characters and settings are introduced.
All right, guys, is this clear? The sequence is the order in which the events happen in a story. All right, the most important events at the beginning, middle, and the end. And it also includes when the characters and settings are introduced. All right, you guys should have taken a sequence in, I think, grade 3 and 4. All right. So in order to determine the sequence of events, we must identify where the beginning is, where the middle is, and where the end is. Okay, I hope that's clear, guys. And of course, when we understand sequence, it helps us to better understand the story. Okay, Shlok just turned on his camera. Shlok, that slows down the connection, dear.
Miss, I'm sorry because last session the light of my house went.
Yeah,
So
I received several messages that the electricity went out. It's okay. All right. Anything you missed, you can find on Smart Schools. All right, dear. Okay. Thank you for telling me.
No problem.
All right. So that is sequence, guys. Now we're going to just review realistic fiction before we move on. All right. Somebody remind me, what is realistic fiction? What is realistic fiction, guys? Hi, Melek. Are you there?
Yeah,
All right. What is realistic fiction?
It's a story that could happen in real life.
All right, but is it a real story?
No.
No. Excellent. All right, so realistic fiction tells us about characters that are like people that we might know in real life. All right. It also includes descriptive details. It tells us about everyday events that could happen. Right? Includes descriptive details and dialogue. What do we say dialogue is? Dialogue is the words that the characters say, and this is always written in between quotation marks. All right, and finally, it includes illustrations. Now, these illustrations can help us to get to know the characters and to picture the setting of a story. They help us to visualize. What does visualize mean? Visualize, when we visualize something, we get a mental image, all right, because the description is so vivid, all right, and so full of detail. All right, guys. Last session we answered page 1 in the Your Turn practice book. Now I want you guys to open page 6. All right, page 6 in your Turn practice workbook. I'll give you guys a minute to get your book and open it. I have some hands raised. Yes, Aude? Lower your hand if you don't have a question. Yes, Aude?
Miss, can I say number 1 and page 6?
All right, we're going to read together first. All right?
Okay.
Okay. Yes, Hannah?
Miss Hanan,
Yes, dear.
can you tell me which book is that we should have?
All right, so we should have our Your Turn practice workbook, page 6. All right, the same one that we used last session. Okay?
Okay.
All right. 1 second. Okay, so there is a selection called A Neighborhood Need on page 6. Who would like to read the first paragraph? Actually, it's short. Who would like to read this selection? Raise your hand on the screen, guys. Somebody who has not participated. Okay, hi, Celine. Are you there?
Yeah.
All right, can you read for us? A Neighborhood Need.
Did you hear that Mr. Green's corner market closed? Jayla asked Cassie. Yeah, Cassie replied. Now my mom has to go all the way across town to buy fruits and vegetables. In the library, I saw a sign about a farmer co-op.
Co-op.
If they have enough customers, they will bring fresh fruits and vegetables to us, said Jayla. Then let's figure out a way to get neighbors signed up, said Casey.
All right. All right, so what is this selection about? What is this selection about? So Mr. Green's market closed, right? And now is it easy to get fruits and vegetables? Sorry, I have you guys muted, right? 1 second. Okay, guys. How?
Yeah.
Raise your hand on the screen, all right? Okay, so it's no longer easy to get fruits and vegetables, right?
Yes.
Okay, and he says that there is a sign about a farmer's co-op, right? If they have enough customers, they will bring the fresh fruits and vegetables to us, all right? So they are thinking about a way to get the neighbors interested in this initiative so that they have the ease of access to fruits and vegetables, right? so they don't have to drive all the way across town. I hear a conversation in the background. Who has their mic on? All right, I have you guys muted. Raise your hand on the screen for me to unmute. All right, so that's it, guys. How do we know that this text is realistic fiction? Yes, Yassine?
Yes, miss.
How do we know that a selection like this is realistic fiction?
Because it didn't happen in real life.
It didn't happen? All right, so it didn't happen in real life, but this is something that could happen, right? So
Yes.
the characters and settings are like people and places in real life, okay? This conversation could easily take place in real life, okay? Write the answers down in your workbook. All right, guys? So while this is not a real story, the characters and setting are like real elements in real life. Okay, number 2. Do you think the dialogue in this text is a good example, of a mistake? 1 second, guys. Is a good example. Oops, those are the answers. Quickly, let's go back. All right. Do you think the dialogue in this text is a good example of what people might say in real life? Why or why not? So do you think this is a conversation that might happen in real life? Yes, Shlok?
It could happen in real life, yes.
All right. So the people, the characters in this selection talk the way that real people would talk to each other, right?
Yes. That's dialogue.
And they're talking about, what are they talking about? What is the subject that they are discussing?
Fresh vegetables.
All right, fresh fruit and vegetables. So this is a food concern that could happen in real life easily, right? Okay, so yes, the characters talk the way that people talk to each other. And they are talking about food concerns that could happen in real life. All right, thank you so much, Shlok. Another volunteer, I have Hannah Sultan raising her hand. Hi, Hannah. Can you answer number 3? What details does the illustration show you that you did not find in the text? First, guys, what is an illustration?
Miss, which page?
We are on page 6. It's on the screen, Zane. On page 6 in the Your Turn practice workbook.
Drawings.
All right, a drawing, excellent. So illustrations are drawings by the illustrator. All right, so how is an illustration beneficial to the reader? What does it show us that we did not find in the text? Are you there, Hannah?
Yes, I'm reading this.
Okay, all right.
That there is they are sitting on the bench in front of the door. Here the
Excellent.
text.
Excellent, all right. So it shows us the way that their porch looks, right? That they're sitting on the steps. It shows us the way their home looks, their building looks, right?
Yeah.
All right, it also shows us how the 2 kids look, what they're wearing, right?
Yes.
Okay, all right, thank you, Hannah. And number 4, who would like to answer? List 2 things about the setting in the illustration that are realistic. What are two things that are realistic that we can see in the illustration? You are very quiet today, guys.
I know.
All right, I want someone who hasn't answered, please. And I am taking note of those who are raising their hand and answering. Thank you, guys. Yes, Yassine?
Yes. So the setting is that they're sitting in the stairs of a house and
All right.
talking to each other.
Okay. How are they realistic?
Because the illustration, it shows that they talk the way people talk.
All right, that's through the text. All right, through the text we can read that they talk the way that people talk. But our illustration shows, you said the steps in front of the house, right? So it shows the porch steps and it shows the door, and these look like doors of apartments that we have seen, right? We have seen steps like this in front of buildings, so they look realistic. All right.
Okay.
Okay, guys. Yes, Amr?
No, Miss, I wanted to answer already.
You wanted to answer. All right, no problem.
Miss,
Okay,
please, 1
guys.
second. I didn't finish.
All right, I'll leave it open for you 1 minute.
Miss, I did not finish.
Miss Hanan,
Yes. Oh, sorry.
we make how many pages in your turn practice book?
2.
We did page number 1. We just completed page number 6, and we will do page number 7 together now. All right?
Okay.
Okay.
Page number 7.
Miss, can
Yeah,
thank you.
Miss, now we're gonna do page number 7.
yeah, we're gonna do page number 7 together now.
Okay.
All right, I'll give you guys 1 more minute.
I finished.
All right. So let's move on.
No.
No. All right, guys, you can open this from the video on Smart Schools. I already uploaded last session's video, and as soon as I finish this session, I will upload it for you guys right away. All right, let's move on so that we have enough time to finish. I'll give you guys 1 more minute. You guys are only writing the answers. It's not that long.
Yeah.
Okay. So now we'll move on to, sorry, something called context clues. What are context clues, guys? What are context clues? I'm sure you took these last year. Yeah? Yes, Kinsey?
It's when you know the meaning of the word based on the other words in the sentence.
Excellent. Okay, so to find sentence clues, we can look for words and phrases. Feel free to write this down in your notebook if you would like. Separated by commas that are near the unfamiliar word. So near the word that we do not know. All right? These words or phrases may help define the unfamiliar word. So they may help us understand what the unfamiliar word means. Okay? We may also look for other nearby words and phrases that give examples of the unfamiliar word or that further describe it for us, all right? Further describe it. We then use these clues to determine the word's meaning. Is this clear, guys?
Yes.
All right. On page 29 in your reading writing workshop textbook, you have an example. All right. So here is the example. It is from your the story that we just read. All right. Here's the example sentence. Finally, Mally placed stakes in the ground to
At the
help.
same book?
Yeah, in your reading writing workshop textbook, the book that we had the story in. All right, page 29. Here, I will write the example for you here. You don't need to get out your book. Finally, Mally placed stakes in the ground to help hold the plants. All right. So if we don't know what the word stakes means, all right, we can read the whole sentence. All right. Finally, Mally placed stakes in the ground to help hold the plants. So even if we do not know what stakes are, we can think that help hold the plants up here helps us figure out what stakes do. So what are stakes for? They help hold up the plants. All right? Help hold the plants up. This is the sentence in your book. Help hold the plants up. Okay? So stakes are there to keep the plants up.
Miss, I don't see your screen.
Oh, okay. Sorry, dear.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, 1 second. Sorry, I closed it. All right, guys, here are stakes. All right? Do you see them? These are the stakes. All right? We use them to hold up a plant. All right?
Yes, to come together. To come together. The wood, like the stem and the leaves and the...
This isn't a stem. This isn't a stem. This is a stake. It's called a stake. All right? You use them to hold the plants up.
Together.
Okay?
Miss, do you mean page 26?
No, dear. This is on page 29. Context clues. All right. So let's move back now to our workbook. All right. We're going to try to. So what is our clue? Finally, Mally placed stakes in the ground to help hold the plants up. This is, if you would like to, you can write it, but I can't pause now, unfortunately. So you have to open the video after the session and you can write it, or not after the session because you have other sessions, but maybe after the school day you can open it and write this down. Although, guys, I prefer for you to write in your notebook. You guys can find this in your book. Okay.
Miss, for what I didn't finish, I can take a picture, and after I finish, I can write it again. Yes?
Sure, yeah. Okay. All right, so let's move on now to, your turn practice. Oops. Your turn practice. Workbook, page 7. All right. Who wants to read? We're going to read each short passage, and then we're going to identify what context clues help us figure out the meaning of the words in bold. All right, then we will write the word's meaning on the line. All right, who wants to read number 1? Hands, guys, it's the same 4 or 5 people that are participating. Okay, go ahead, Zane. Number 1.
Miss Page what?
Page what? Read the screen, Zane.
No, I didn't say it.
Who said it? Who said page what? It's on the screen, guys. Page 7.
Marla and
All
I
right.
were hoping. Marla and I were hoping you could take us to the mall next weekend. Sorry, Tasha, I'm working at the hospital this weekend. And next weekend, she said. Well, then what about Kevin? I persisted.
All right, so the word, we are looking for the meaning of the word persisted, right? Continue.
Not ready to give up. Maybe he could take us.
All right, so what is the word that, so persisted is the word we're looking for its meaning. And where is a clue? Let's find a clue that helps us understand what the word persisted means.
Not ready to give up?
Excellent. Our clue is not ready to give up. So what do you think persisted means?
Like,
Persisted means?
Give up?
Does persist, it's okay, so it says we persisted not ready to give up. So what does persisted mean? Persisted means, write this on the line, guys, underline, not ready to give up, and then on the line below, what does persisted mean? What do you think?
Miss, it's only one line.
It's only one line? Yeah. So the number 1 here, This is what we are going to underline, right? We're going to underline not ready to give up because this is our clue, all right? And then on the line below, we are going to write the meaning of persisted. The meaning of persisted is did not, simple guys, did not give up.
Give up.
Okay? All right, number 2. Who wants to answer? Okay, all day. Number 2. Kevin, are you there all day? I'm trying to unmute you.
Okay. Kevin is working next weekend by giving time to help build a home for a family that needs one.
All right. So we are looking for the meaning of the word volunteering. What are some clues in this sentence? What are clues in this sentence? Kevin is volunteering next weekend by giving time to help build a home for a family that needs one. So what do you think it means to volunteer?
Volunteer to help build a home.
All right, so what are we going to underline? What is our clue?
By giving
Excellent.
time to help.
By giving time to help. Very good. All right, so volunteering means, we're going to write this on the line, guys. What I'm writing now in bold. Volunteering means?
By giving time to help.
Okay, so this is the clue. The word volunteer means working.
Okay. Like working together.
All right. When you volunteer, this means that you offer your time and your service for free. All right. So working without pay. All right. You are giving your time. This is what it means. All right. To volunteer means to
Miss,
work without pay. Yes.
it's like risk.
It's like what?
Risk.
Risk? All right. What is a risk, dear? What does it mean when we take a risk? When we take a risk, this means that we are taking a chance of loss or harm. Okay? Don't confuse the vocabulary words because
Miss,
many of
it's
them are
the
similar.
antonym. Miss, it's the antonym for wages.
Excellent. All right. So the opposite of getting wages is volunteering. Very good. Thank you. All right. Number 3. Mamdouh?
I slunk off to my room as Mom's words echoed in my head over and over. Maybe she was right.
What's the meaning of echoed? Where is our clue that we're going to underline?
I have two. Can I say the two?
Sure.
In my head over and over. Maybe she was right.
All right. Which one is our clue? One of those is our clue.
My head over and over.
In my head over and over. Or even over and over is enough of a clue, right? Over and over. All right. So what does echoed mean?
It means like when there's like this is an example, like when there's like an empty room, when you say something, it's echoed, like it says again and again and again.
Okay, so a synonym for this is maybe repeated, right?
Yeah.
So the sound is repeated, right? Hello, 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 like this?
Yes.
Yeah? All right. Okay, thank you, Mamdouh.
Okay.
All right, next. Asir. Hi, Asir. Would you like to answer number 4?
Okay. Now, if Brinson can get shirts for us, we need something to put on them. Any ideas? After a lively debate, we settled on building our community as our slogan. Marla, our class artist, agreed to draw the design.
All right. So what does debate mean?
It means like...
So after a lively debate.
Debate?
Yeah. We're looking for the meaning of debate. What are some clues that we can find? All right, think about it. Asir? Does somebody else know? What are some clues we can find for the word debate that help us with the meaning? Yes, Mustafa? Oh, Asir, did you find one? 1 second, Mustafa, sorry. What is the clue,
We
Asir?
settled on.
We settled on, okay. Settled on, very good. What about also lively? The word lively means what? What does lively mean? So after...
I know what's the meaning of debate, but I don't know the clues. The debate
You don't know
is like
what?
I know the meaning of debate, but I don't know the like the clues. The debate is a discussion or an argument.
Excellent. All right. Please raise your hand next time, Mamdouh. Wait for me to call on you because it was Esther's turn. I didn't realize that it was that was you that you were the one who was speaking. All right. So we must give everyone their turn. All right. So these are the 2 context clues. Okay. Settled on means it suggests that there was, thank you, Mamdouh, a discussion going on, and in the end we settled on. So in the end, they chose building the community as the slogan. All right. Lively means full of full of activity, full of excitement, all right? So it was probably a very stimulating discussion, and then they settled on choosing this as the slogan. All right, so these are the two clues, and the meaning of it is discussion. All right, thank you. Thank you, Esther. I hear Arabic. Who is speaking Arabic with it unmuted? Yusuf. All right, we're in a meeting. Okay, and number 5, who wants to do the last one?
Miss, you said me. Miss, I want to say something.
Who wants to say something? Yes,
Miss, number 4, it's number 5. They're the same.
Number 4 and number 5 are the same?
Yes.
No, dear, they're not the same. In
But
number 4?
They are the same.
They are the same sentences, but they
Yes,
have
yes, you are
different-
right. You are right. That's right. That's right. They are the same sentence, and we are looking for different clues. You are right. Okay?
Yes, you said that will answer.
Yes, you're right. I did call on you, Tito. Okay, dear, do number 5. Read the sentence again for us.
Now, if Grayson can get shirts for us, we need something to put on them. Any ideas? After a lively debate, we settled on building our community as our slogan. Marla, our class artist, agreed to draw the sign.
All right. So what do you think slogan means? What are some clues we can find in this sentence? All right, so it says, after a lively debate, so we know what debate means. So after the discussion, they decided on, we settled on, building the community as our slogan. All right?
Yeah.
So what do you think slogan means?
Yeah.
What are some
Clues?
All right, let's read it again from the beginning. Now, if Grayson can get shirts for us, we need something to put on them. So they are going to buy shirts, and they need something to write on them, right? What are they going to write? What represents them, maybe? Right? Our clue is something.
Something to put on them.
Yeah, something. Oops, sorry, guys. Something to
put on them.
Yeah. Right, this is our clue. All right, our other clue is the name of the slogan. Building the community.
Our, not the.
It says the. I thought it was our. I read it as our also, but it says the. Okay? Building the community. No, dear, it's the. We settled on building the community as our slogan.
Miss, it's our.
Building
our community.
What? It says the for me.
No, it's building our community.
Miss, it's ours.
It says the for me. Are you guys sure?
Yes.
It says building the community.
Yes.
I can show you guys in my book. I will show you.
It's
All right, it's going to be difficult because I have to take a picture, but it says the for some reason. All right, no problem, guys. All right, building our, I will change it for you, building our community. All right. Although it really does say the, guys. Okay, maybe I have a different copy. All right, so these are our context clues. So what do we think slogan means now that we have these clues? What does slogan mean, Mustafa? Slogan is a saying.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Saying. Like McDonald's. What is McDonald's saying? I'm loving it. Do you know that? Yeah? McDonald's saying, I'm loving it. Pizza Hut's slogan is share the good times. So there are many entities that have their slogan. All right? So a slogan is a saying. Okay, that represents them. So building the community represents